Today, we're going to dive into a project that's about way more than just a product you can hold. It's a whole mission, really, aiming to build a brand new standard for food security and, believe it or not, help end global hunger. So let's get into how it all works.
So you're looking at what looks like a treasure chest, right? But its real value isn't just that shiny gold foil. The actual treasure here is a totally new way of thinking about nutritional security, and it's all wrapped up in something that looks pretty familiar. And that really is the big question, isn't it? How can a simple box of bars possibly live up to such a huge mission? Well, it turns out it all starts with the bar itself. Okay, let's break it down to the absolute foundation of this entire ecosystem, the bar. It's called the BarNess Miracle Bar. You know, the recipe here is super simple, and that's completely on purpose. It's built on these wholesome, sustainable ingredients, things like oats, dates, peanut butter. The whole idea was to create nutrition that could be scaled up globally in a way that's actually responsible. No crazy formulas, just real, honest-to-goodness food. And we're not talking about some tiny snack here. Each one of these bars is 110 grams and packs a solid 400 calories. So it's a genuine source of energy. But as you'll see, the mission gets a lot bigger than just one bar.
Okay, so a single bar is great, but here's where things start to get really interesting. It's all about how these bars are packaged and distributed. That's where the bigger picture starts to come into focus.
And this is the leap, right? It goes from being just a snack to becoming a strategic tool. The whole focus shifts from, a quick bite to long-term food security. And it's all contained inside this one very striking package.
This is where that 24K name really makes sense. Each one of these treasure chests is packed with 60 bars. That adds up to a whopping 24,000 kilocalories, enough food to provide security for 2 full weeks. And this part is crucial. It's designed so its value is always greater than the cost of local food, which makes it a really stable asset no matter the local economy.
All right, so you've got this incredible product, a powerful tool for food security. But how do you actually get it to the people who need it the most? Well, the answer is a really clever dual-purpose business model.
And this is what I think is so smart about this whole thing. This isn't just about charity. It's about creating an economic engine that actually sustains itself, where every single commercial sale directly fuels the social mission.
So here's a peek at how it works on the business end. A franchisee invests $18,000 to basically own a sales territory. In return for that, they get an initial inventory with a total retail value of $36,000. So right off the bat, they've doubled their investment, which gives them a huge kickstart to their local business.
And this quote right here, it just sums up the whole philosophy perfectly. For every single box that's sold commercially, another one is produced for the charitable mission. So profit and purpose are literally locked together. As the business grows, its humanitarian impact grows right there alongside it. It's a one-for-one model.
Now, we're not just talking about a local project here. Oh no, the ambition is absolutely massive. This is a detailed plan for taking this thing global.
So the global plan is broken down into 4 key phases. Let me walk you through it. It all kicks off in Canada, where they'll secure funding by setting up a real estate investment trust, a REIT, which basically means the whole project is backed by physical land assets. Then Phase 2 moves to the UAE to set up the financial side of things and to test factories. Phase 3 is just all-out mass production. And finally, in Phase 4, they launch Royal Oasis, which are these community hubs and destinations.
And when we talk about scale, I mean, just get a load of this number. The target is to produce 2 million bars every single day. That's 60 million bars a month. Enough to fill 1 million treasure chests for their End Hunger initiative. It's huge.
And listen, this isn't just some dream on a whiteboard. The team is already on the ground, identifying and checking out potential manufacturing partners in places like Israel and the UAE, making sure they can actually hit these incredibly ambitious production goals.
Okay, so let's recap for a second. We've talked about the bar, the box, the business model, and the global plan. But there is one more layer to this whole thing, and honestly, it's the most ambitious part of the entire vision.
This is the part that really ties everything together. That bar isn't just a product. You have to think of it as the tangible, easy-to-understand front door to a much, much larger and maybe even revolutionary economic ecosystem.
At the very core of this new economy, there's an AI. It's called Genii, which stands for Generative Intentional Intelligence. Think of it as the operating system for the whole project. And it's built on one core principle: do no harm. Its job is to manage and optimize absolutely everything, from sourcing ingredients to supply chains, financial transactions, investor returns, all while sticking to its ethical rules.
So what does Gemini actually do? Well, it runs something they call a consumer-to-asset economy. Now stay with me here, because this is a potential game changer. The idea is, instead of your money just being spent, a piece of every purchase you make inside this ecosystem gets converted into a real, tangible asset, like a tiny share in the land a company owns. This means that just by being a consumer, you're not just creating profit, you're actually building real, secured value for everyone involved. It's all managed by the AI.
So how do all these pieces actually connect? Well, they call it the Five-Element Flywheel, where every part just makes the others stronger. It kicks off with BarNess. That's the food product we started with. That's powered by today's ultimate, which is the tech and the economic engine running Ginny. This then leads to RQ18, the physical sanctuary destinations, and it's all held together with Club Kill, the community hub, and guided by academia, which handles the leadership and education side of things. Each piece is designed to build on the others, creating this really powerful, self-sustaining system.
So when you trace it all back, we've gone from a simple nutritional bar to a global business, all the way to a brand new vision for how an economy could work. It's this incredible combination of wholesome food, a scalable business, and really advanced AI. And it leaves us with this fascinating question. Could this be the future? A future where every single purchase you make actually becomes an investment in building the kind of world you want to live in? It's definitely something to chew on.